Hey tubes, Jonathan's wrong here. Truth and budget. So I got some pretty epic bedhead. I haven't touched it. This is just what I woke up to. Anyway, um, another thing I woke up to is 3 subscribers gone, which is a big deal to me. Um, you know, not having a lot of not having a wide audience, losing 3 people is a big deal to me, especially because one of them was a subscriber that I've had for a while, and I tried to make a video to answer a few questions of hers, and things went south, and then other people left too. Apparently, I don't know who else left, but I because I can't check who my subscribers are. I could just see that there are 3 gone, and that makes me sad. Um, I don't know. It's a bummer. There's just always a up and down. Like I thought yesterday was a good day. I thought I might have helped somebody. I thought it might have reached someone else. I thought and I don't know. It's always 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. That's what it always feels like. Hey, baby. I got a cat. Meow. I got a cat coming at me. Smile. Well, Liberty still loves me. Liberty the cat. Um. Either way, I don't know. It's hard. It's like I don't know. Then I had someone else on here picking fights with other people. I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's very difficult doing this and stressful. Um, Believe it or not, I'm very sensitive. Um, so it literally anytime I lose one sub, it like stings. If I lose someone that like has been around for a while, it like literally hurts. Um, BB. It's just I don't know. It's hard. I'm doing my best out here. I'm sorry if I sound kind of condescending sometimes. I have a tone that I can't control. It's been a thing since my adult life. I have a I have a I don't know. You you really have to know me, I think, to read my the inflections in my voice, because I either sound dead or like annoyed, and it's not like that's not how I feel. I don't know. Makes me sad, especially after I thought I had such a good day. I don't know. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back is like definitely what things feel like. And at least I'm getting kitty kisses. Sorry, I'm grooving on the kitty love. Cats are good at telling when you're sad. They're good at reading people. Um, Cats get a lot of disrespect, and I don't appreciate that. They're very intelligent. I think the issue is that people treat like I said before, people treat animals like they're dumb animals, and and cats are intelligent. So if you treat them stupid, they're gonna be like "F you, buddy." They're not gonna have any respect for someone who doesn't respect them. That's just how cats operate. They they want respect, and if you treat them with respect, they will treat you with respect. Like they want to be addressed, and they want to be addressed by name. You know, can't like walk into the room and be like, "Get out of the way, you stupid cat." that cat will never respect you. They have long memories, and they're intelligent. And ones that care, you know, will will come to you when you're sad because they can feel it and they don't want you being sad. My my old cat Mousy, every if I was ever sad, she'd immediately just I'd hear it. She was like a 30-pound Persian. She was a big girl. Used to call her the Mauser. But yeah, she'd my parents' house, you know, lived there for years. She'd thump 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 come down the stairs, and anytime I was like real depressed and just meow. They're good at that. Skittles is good at if a video game's stressing me out too much, she'll get right in my face and start meowing at me. Which at first, before I realized what she was doing, I was like, well, like, what are you doing? I'm like irritated right now. Like, then I realized, oh, she's getting me away from the video game. She's seeing that this thing is driving me nuts, and she's being like, meow, meow, meow. Like, hey, you stupid, do something else. Um, so cats, I don't know. And the fact too is that anytime something evil's going down, they start killing cats. Um, Happens all the time. Happened as recently as World War II. People started killing their pets. But it seems like dogs can be tools and cats are slain. That was it during the Black Plague too. A bunch of cats were killed. So they were seen as evil. They are harbingers of evil spirits and stuff. I don't think that at all. I actually have a running gag that all cats are Christians. Because they're smart and they're in tune. And I've had a thing where I'll ask animals if they've accepted Jesus Christ, and I've noticed cats will be like, meow. Would you look at that cat? She has a face on her, huh? I think that's the angle. She's got like kind of like an Eon Flux thing going here. She's got a big snout. She's a good girl. She's old. I forgot how old she is. Like I said, she's not my cat. She's a Witchy Poo's cat. I'm just taking care of her, and we made friends. We're good friends. I don't know. It's depressing. I desperately want to help people. Just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm good at. I don't like. It doesn't matter how much I've researched, how much I know. If I can't convey it, what's the point? If I can't share or teach, what's the point of knowing stuff? I don't know. Maybe that's what I get for thinking I had a good day. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, look at this tail. She has a little white spot on the tip of her tail. It's like the fattest tail too. See this thing? She's like laying on her side of the ground, except when she hits the ground with it, it's like whomp. Makes me laugh. She's a big girl. She got a fat butt. Fat butt, cat butt. Oh, she got a fat butt. Mm, I don't know. I'm gonna take a nice long hot shower and lay around with the cat. Any everyone who left, I'm sorry, and I hope you come back. Um, I don't know who left except Irene said she's gone. Just a huge bummer to me. It's just I don't know how do you pick and choose what to believe in the Bible? Genesis, it's all there. I don't understand how you can believe in a ball Earth that got created randomly, and then believe in special creation. It just doesn't add up. None of these things add up. She asked why I addressed evolution. It's like, well, how can you believe in one and not the other? It doesn't make sense. There's what we live on a random ball spinning in through chaos, but we were specially created. What? Doesn't add up. Gnarly seaweed hair. Yeah, when it's like this, the silver really comes through. Ugh. I'm gonna have some nice pattern gray at some point. I don't know. See that hair? I plucked all the hair from here. See that? I'm stressed out. Yeah, I'm literally ripping hair out of my head. I'm doing everything I can, like, and I don't know. It just makes me sad when what I'm doing has the opposite result, and when it matters. It sounds like an obvious statement, but it this stuff affects me deeply. There's this funny fail video. It's this kid. He has this like live stream, and he's like, all right, we're gonna do this thing, and he's trying to get more subscribers, and he's like, I think I forget what the trade off is. He's clearly doing it wrong, but he's just who knows what he's doing for like why he wants subscribers. It looked like it was some dumb like gaming station or whatever channel. But anyway, he has this screen up, and he's sitting next to his monitor, and he's like, he's just staring at it, and like nothing happens, and then it goes down one number. It makes me think of me. He had like something around 150 subs too. Which, isn't great. Um, I don't know. Don't We can have disagreements, don't run away screaming because like we don't agree with everything. That's crazy. Like you're not going to learn. I really don't know how to sound not condescending, I guess. I don't know. I've been told it's a thing. I'm not trying to be. I don't want to be. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I think I'm like, I know more stuff, but you might know more stuff about something else, And look at, all the stuff I know. Where's that gotten me? Nowhere. You know? So there's that. It's just, I don't know. We can have disagreements. We can disagree on topics. We could like other channels. If I'm not gonna judge anyone on the type of channels that you sub to or whatever. Like I don't know why you're subbing to them. You could be watching the enemy. You could be keeping an eye on a plant. Or a COINTELPRO or like whatever. People sub to channels for different reasons. Not everyone you sub to is going to be like, oh, I believe everything this person says. I listen to a lot of different people. I like getting a lot of different looks. I disagree with channels all the time. It's on some things if I mean I if was it TrueStream Media puts out a video about NASA, I'm not going to bother watching it. Because they think the Earth is round, so it's just so the video is just going to irritate me, and just I'm not going to get much out of it, so I don't stuff like that. Does that mean I'm going to unsub their channel? No, heavens no. They got tons of good information on there. Just because they think the Earth is a spinning ball, it doesn't discredit all their other work. And you need to understand that. You know, if we disagree on topics, that doesn't matter. We're still brothers and sisters in Christ. We don't have to agree on everything. I'm not out here trying to insult people and hurt people's feelings and make people feel stupid. Um, Unless it's someone trying to talk crap about karate or something. It's you can't defend any martial art against anyone else who thinks like another martial art is like superior without being called a fanboy. Other than the fact that like all martial arts have applications, except for stuff like capoeira or there's other dumb martial arts that are just completely useless. But even then, they're still pretty. Combat Tai Chi's useless, but it's cool. Has cool names. You know, Same thing capoeira. You can't use capoeira in a fight, but it's cool looking, right? I mean, you might be able to take some of the techniques and use them elsewhere. Cartwheel kicks and stuff. And then, somersault kicks do work. I mean, it's high risk, but you could catch someone off guard coming in with a flip because that back foot comes out of nowhere. And if you know how to land it, that heel is going to do a lot of damage. As far as like a one-handed handstand split kick, no, it's no, 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 no. But this. And if someone wants to spend their lives studying capoeira, let them. Who cares, But, if they start saying it's the best martial art ever, then yeah, that's up for debate. But I don't know. Let there be debate. Let there be discourse. We can have disagreements without, having to cut ties and, not talk to anyone ever again. I'm sorry if, the reality can come crushing down sometimes. We all have to deal with it. We're all not we're not born knowing everything, and the fact is that we learn a lot of garbage before we learn what's really going on. I know the earth is flat. I live on the effing ocean. I've driven cross country and seen miles of flat land completely flat. I know perspective. I know when I look out of an airplane and I see stuff at eye level, it's flat. You can't debate that. No amount of math is going to change the what your eyes see and what your body feels. You can look at the sun coming through the clouds and it's at an angle, And it just sucks when you point all this stuff out and you don't get a debate back. You just get, oh, you're a pompous ass, I'm out of here. It's very disappointing. I'm sorry if I come across as condescending or pompous or whatever, but this is stuff I've said a billion times. This is old information to me, and I hate repeating myself. So the fact that I'm repeating myself for you is out of love, because it's irritating to me to say the same thing over and over again. Which probably seems baffling to some people because I probably appear to repeat myself constantly. I don't know. I'm getting close to 20 minutes out here somehow. I I love you guys. I invite debate constantly, and I don't want you know I don't know. Whole thing just left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm disappointed. I'm saddened. I don't know who else split and who else, who else decided to F this guy. I'm out of here. Because I had a couple disagreements because someone came in here talking, being like, oh, Nettie No Johnson is, Hans Wormhat and all this other crap. And it's like, I don't think Nettie's, Hans Wormhat. I don't think she's, on point with a lot of stuff she says because I don't think there's female to male transsexual football players in linebackers. I don't. Um, it's just not, you you know how I feel about female to male trans. They don't work out. They're very easy to spot. They don't look right because they look deformed. It's way easier to turn a man into a woman than it is a woman into a man. Um, which has pretty heavy implications, I think. As far as real biology and everything goes. You know, because man came first, right? Made woman out of man, so you could literally turn a man into a woman. Go look at a tranny show, a real tranny show. If you want to get into like how good they can make a tranny look, you know what I mean by good, not good like ooh, like good as in like a good facsimile, a good fake. Go watch go look at those actual tranny shows where they're openly trannies and they look like women. You know, at first glance, until you start taking them apart, but like they look there you go. Um, I've never seen a good female to male ever. It doesn't work. I think that has heavy implications. But anyway, I don't know. I'm woke up with a few less people in my house. Makes me sad. I consider this a community. I don't consider this a community I'm in charge of. I consider this a community I'm a part of. You know, when I talk to you guys, you give me ideas for topics and stuff all the time. This channel, some of my best videos, I got the inspiration from talking to some of you guys. Some of my best work came from me having, me just talking to Pia and just like, oh, me having an epiphany, or her, giving me like a good look or something. Like, this is from discourse, like from discussion. It just bums me out. Because, I want to be able to talk to you guys without, feeling like I'm afraid I'm going to scare you away. And I'm going to continue to be myself and talk how I talk because I don't know how to be any other way. And it just, I don't know. Makes, like I said, it makes me sad. I'm not here to be better than anyone else. I'm not here to, I don't know. I'm just trying to reach who I can, how I can. And this is the platform that seems to work. Sorta. I don't know. I already, responded to the comments that Irene left that, she was like, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and throw her under the bus. If anything, I'd like someone to reach out to her and like, ask her to come back. I told her I still love her and she's welcome back anytime because she is. Everyone is. I'm not gonna turn like if you guys, I'm not gonna turn my back on any of you unless you prove to be evil. Unless I know for a fact that you're bad. You know. I don't care if Violet Shutters goes off about like the One Love thing. She's had contributions as well. She introduced me to the Kyrie Lawson, beautiful. I listened to it like 30 times a week. I would not known that had existed if she wasn't here on this channel. Does she say crazy stuff sometimes? Yes. We all do. Every single one of you do. P says crazy stuff sometimes. I love her to death. I don't care. Like, she gives me incredible insight. Whatever. I say crazy stuff. We all do. You know, we all we'll say stuff that might contradict something we said earlier. It happens. We're human beings and we're going unscripted because we're real people reacting to real situations. You know, this it's not TV. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We can disagree with each other. So be it. I don't know. I want this to be a safe, happy community, but I also want it to be a place where we can have discussion. I invite it. I invite all debate. I love it. I honestly felt like Irene making me make that video made me make a good video. Irene, seriously, if that's a good video. You know, that's for. I'm not saying I'm awesome. I'm saying as far as like the information goes, that's a good introduction to like flat Earth cosmology and how the heliocentric model doesn't make sense. None of it adds up. Unfortunately, she didn't address anything that I said and just went back to the electromagnetic universe opposed to gravity and blah 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 blah. No gravity. There's no space, honey. There's no planets. There's no any of it. It doesn't add up. How can you believe God created the heaven and the earth to be a spinning ball of chaos? No one lives on a spinning ball. Other than the fact that we live in the earth. Get yourself an old Bible. The slight changes in language are very important. Such as, even little things like you can't serve both God and mammon. You read later versions of the Bible and says wealth or money. No, it's mammon. Do you know why Jesus specifically said mammon? Because mammon is the evil spirit of money. He's the demon of money. All these demons, they just like the old gods, they choose areas of influence. That's why there's gods of like baby death, gods of rape, gods of revelry. That's why they exist. They pick certain aspects and that's what they like and that's what they choose to focus on. Mammon is one of them. That's one little change in the Bible that changes the meaning of it. Is wealth itself a sin? No, you can have stuff and that doesn't make you a sinful person. Does serving the spirit of wealth make you evil? Yes. And that's the difference, and that's why stuff like that is important. Just like in the Bible where it says we live in the earth and not on it. Because nothing could live on a spinning ball. Because that's dumb. Why would there be special creation and then a universe of chaos? Doesn't add up. None of it adds up. You have to take the Bible literally. Because that's how it was written. I don't know. I love you guys. Don't run away. Especially just because we have a disagreement. I'm sorry if I come off as a pompous ass, as arrogant, as whatever, but you need to understand that, like, these are things I've said a billion times, and B, I'm used to coming from a defensive standpoint because people just people will laugh at you. The Earth's, you think the Earth's flat? Ha ha ha! And you have to talk over laughter. You have to spend a good 5-10 minutes talking over laughter until they start listening, and that's what I'm used to. And I keep talking while they're laughing at me because I know that at some point they're gonna hear something I say, and they do. If it sinks in, it sinks in. If they'd rather live the illusion, they choose the illusion. That's how it goes. I found people often choose the illusion because it's easier. Which I say there's good news and there's bad news. Gospel means good news, but here's the bad news. Yes, a satanic cabal runs the world. Okay? That's the bad news. Here's the good news. There's a Father in heaven that knows your name and he loves you. That's a lot better. I'll take that. I mean, why do you want to be rich and famous anyway? For what? So you can't, like, leave the house? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't ever think this is going to be a channel with like thousands of subscribers or whatever, and that's fine. I know I have a niche audience. I'm not the best speaker. I stutter. I say and constantly, and I've told you that guys, you guys. Before that, I do that to keep my flow because I'm stuttering. If I'm stammering and I'm having trouble with a letter, I have to keep going or else there's just blank silence. So I'm sorry if I say and a lot, but I got to keep my flow. You see what happens when I lose my flow. If I do any sort of different sign off than what I'm used to, my flow is completely ruined. What are you doing? Are you stuck? You okay? Oh, hold on. I got you, baby. See this? I got you, babe. It's okay, babe. Relax. There you go. You silly monkey. She crawled into the closet and got hung up on something. Baby. I'll be down to get you some food in a minute. I don't know if you saw that or not. Her arm was like, and her body was completely forward. Meow. Oh, I don't know. I love you guys. You got to be thick-skinned, you know? You got to be able to, have someone say something that you don't like sometimes and not have to run screaming. I'm not, I've said it before, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I suck at that. I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm bad at that. I consider it like lying, I don't like to, I hate it when someone's trying to, let me down on something softly, like I'm asking for information and they're like, don't want to hurt my feelings. Just effing tell me. It's insulting. I find it insulting when people try to sugarcoat things. Like you're like a baby and you can't take you can't take the real information. And then stuff just gets misconstrued because, they're doing the gentle talk. That's what corporations do. That's why I don't get along with corporate bosses, because I will flat out be like, say what you mean. Like I'll just be like, what are you saying exactly? You can cut all the you can cut all the gentle talk. What do you need me to do? And that will irritate the boss because they're like, But it's I deal in direct information. That's how I operate. I don't need a spoonful of sugar with my medicine. Okay? That's just more to swallow. Just give me the medicine. I'll deal with it. And I treat you guys the same way. I'm sorry if that comes off as insulting, but actually it's the exact opposite. I give you the same respect I would give myself. That I could give you information without it hurting your feelings. Sorry if that sounds condescending and everything I effing say sounds like I'm a pompous ass. I'm sorry. Like I said, this is stuff when I talk about the flat Earth stuff, it's stuff I've talked about a billion times. It's go down to a touristy spot and go, you know, on the tours and stuff, and go on the different tours. And it's easy to tell the people who have like been working there too long and have been saying the same stuff too long over and over again, because they sound the same way. They sound sarcastic and they sound condescending. Is it because they're sarcastic and condescending? No, it's because they're saying something they've literally said 5,000 times. Meow. You know. But gosh, this video is getting pretty long. I don't know. Meow. I gotta feed Liberty, baby. And yeah, I don't know. I'm repeating myself at this point, but I love you guys so much. I really, really, really do, and it breaks my heart when you leave. It really does. And you, and please don't, fart, fart on the way out, you know. I mean, I'm very quick to a forgive, but like I don't, I don't know. I'm not trying to insult you. Don't insult me. All's forgiven. It always is, but I don't know. Baby. One of the things about having a big brow, big nose, and big cheeks too is cats like your face, because it's fun to wipe their glands on. That sounds weird. That's what they're basically doing, though. The up here and the whiskers, they have glands there. I mean, it's out of love. But do you know that cats talk with their whiskers too? You can feel it when they're close to your face. Their whiskers move in very, very, very specific, very specific patterns. So when you'll see cats be like face to face and stuff, that they're actually talking to each other. And since I have a mustache, they'll try to talk to me. I don't understand what they're saying, but the cats have a very complex language spoken through whiskers. Seriously. Go face to face with a cat if you got a mustache. If that cat trusts and loves you, and they will sit there, and you'll feel very specific, like circular and weird movements coming from the whiskers. They have very good control over them, and they're very sensitive. So it makes sense that they would speak through them as well. Other than the chatter too, I've heard cats, that like speak to each other verbally. Like, but they're dumb animals, right? But anyway, baby. Just talk about how awesome cats are. With your little feet. Anyway. I've said anyway, I love you guys about 100 times now, so I'm just gonna go. Oh, careful, babe. Sometimes her paws will do stuff in my game too. Cat paws will work on a tablet. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Let's try to be a family here, Have a beautiful day. God bless you.